Hey YouTube, so this is my fourth video. I've actually filmed this already once and realized that I filmed it vertically, and I know that's a no-no, so I'm doing it over again. So quick history, I moved into a new house a few months ago. About 2 years ago I had a child, and I was going to the gym frequently. It was actually a lot of money to go to the gym. It's like $60 a month, and then it's half an hour there, half an hour back, an hour to work out, and like another 15 minutes to shower. It's eating up a lot of time of the day. So after having a discussion with my wife, decided I was going to try making a gym at home. So I took $60. I said I'm going to take the $60, see what I can do with it, and then just continue building on that. I ended up building everything you're about to see for less than that $60, and it was just being patient. The old bull principle, which I'll go into at some point, basically wheeled and dealed on secondhand. Like we have Kijiji in Canada. I don't know what you'd have in America. It'd probably be like Craigslist or something like that, but just wheeled and dealed, kept getting better stuff and more, and selling off what I didn't need whenever I had duplicates. So for no further ado, this is what I believe would be the essentials of a home gym. Not for somebody who wants to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but somebody who wants to just be healthy, fit, and keep a routine that is manageable and easy, whereas it's in your own home. So to start off, one of the first things you need to do is get yourself an assortment of dumbbells. Like I say, I started small and got bigger and more and more. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these that you just put the cement weights or the steel weights on, but you do what you got to do. I have up to 35 in the hexagon dumbbells, and I need to get more. Those are like the 40s, and then I just put on, I have some over there, and I put on the 25s for 50s and so on. Obviously, I'm just waiting until I find another really good deal on the 40s, and then the 45s, 50s. I believe I'll have to go up to at least 60s or 70s. So everything in due time. Then having a well-rounded bench press, I believe, is absolutely key, especially for most of the exercises men want to do. So this one, I like it for a lot of different reasons. One, it's got these grips on the back, which you can do dips with, which is great for your triceps, but also I put a little bit of tape around there, and I can actually put this bar over there in order to hold it if I need to. I can even raise it up, and then it can be just for like my leg, my squat rack. So it's meant to hold over 200 pounds, so I don't squat that much. So that's great. That's an articulating bench, so decline and 2 inclines, which is great. I actually took this, the original ones that normally come on these are small and puny, so what I did was I literally just unscrewed it, popped that off, put another piece of wood underneath, and that's what screws into this. And then I got a bunch of foam Fabricville, and then some pleather and or faux leather, and wrap that, and that's just as good as the gym quality. It's nice and cushiony, doesn't hurt the arms, which is what happens whenever you have the cheap thin stuff. So then you have, well, you know, your legs, as well as a nice holder for your preacher curl, which for that bench, I think I got that for like $20, including some of the weights and so on. So people just get rid of their gym equipment. A lot of people buy it and never use it, and it's taking up space. That's why if you're patient with gym equipment, you can get so much for so little. So those two things are a great start. After that, if you can get some easy curl bars, it's going to save your wrists, okay? You shouldn't be curling with these for too long, because just the angle that you're using, it really hurts the outside of the wrist, this section over here. So that's where you get these easy curl bars. You can get different ones. And again, I think I got those for nothing. Just somebody looking to get rid of them. So then on top of that, my favorite thing in this gym is if you can get yourself a power tower. I am so proud of what I've been able to do with this power tower. Okay, so a normal power tower is used, you can see on this side, is used for doing your leg raises for your abs. Then you tend to have one of these, and this one was actually flipped around, so you were doing chin-ups and you're rubbing up against this. I did not like that, so I flipped it around. I just counterweighted it so it doesn't actually fall over, because the support system down here is a little different. So anyway, I changed that over. So now you do your pull-ups, your chin-ups, and then your, I just call them horizontal chin-ups, because I just wrap some hockey tape around there, and that way it targets different parts of the back and the shoulder. So that normally that's your power tower. And you also have like a place to do push-ups right here. Right there, you hold on to there for push-ups. And then on top of that, you hold on to here and you do a horizontal pull-up, which is a great back. I just put a box right on this treadmill here, and that's great for a back workout. So that's all well and dandy. But what I did with modifying it, other than flipping that around, was I ended up just taking a piece of scrap metal. I painted it. That light's terrible. And then I made a cable crossover. That is something you do not see in many home gyms. And it was super simple. And this is something that can easily travel with me. Like if I were to move again. I moved already. This is where I'm going to stay for the next, whatever, 50 years. But this is the house that I've always wanted. But like you could build something into your wall and so on. But that's going to like alter the structure of your house. This is something that's freestanding. So anyway, just the simple look at how I've done it. This is, I actually made the grips. That's paracord, which is rated to hold up to like 300 pounds. These are just pulleys. And this, by the way, is a bed frame. And so those holes were already drilled. I had to drill those holes. But those pulleys go for like $2-3 at a Canadian Tire or Home Depot or anything. Princess Auto. I think I got mine at Princess Auto. So then you lift this up here. You can see there I just have one little C-clamp holding one simple ring that I just bought at Canadian Tire. And then it's that simple. I step back. I can see if, I don't know if this is going to be a good pick or not. Might get this, but literally just step back. And again, this is not an exercise that you're going to find in many home gyms, but it's actually one of the best exercises you can do whenever it comes to the chest. So, especially for the center of the chest. So, there we go. So, that being said, then you also have your tricep pull down. Same concept, goes up, simple pulley. So, if you can get these basics, okay, then have room and are able to modify a power tower. That is some of the best equipment you could have at a home gym, in a home gym. Now, on top of all that, you should always get some cardio equipment. They say that you don't need cardio whenever you keep your heart rate greater than 120 doing like weightlifting. I call bullshit because I always keep my heart rate going. I don't take long breaks in between. And then I went on that heavy bag, which I just got the other day, and started going off on it. Within 5 minutes, I thought I was having a heart attack. You still need to do cardio for endurance and longevity. So you should always have some kind of cardio equipment. I got this for free, I got that for free, and I got that for next to nothing. Anyway, a lot of people, whenever they get a treadmill, a lot of people don't realize that after a while, these treadmills will start to loosen, the mat will start to loosen, and then they give them away because they think, oh, it's broken, it's no longer any use. They give these away. So you will find free treadmills everywhere. I don't know how many I've come across. So if you ever are looking for a treadmill and you come across this, you are going to see right at the back here, there's just a little screw, an Allen key on both sides. And all that does is it creates a little more tension. It pulls it back a little bit and suddenly it's tight again. Bingo bango, you got yourself a brand new treadmill. Like, brand new in terms of it's working just as good as new. So you will find that problem frequently. And I've actually gone on these free sites, and people are posting they're giving it away because they don't know how to fix it. I've just told them how to fix it, and they've ended up keeping them. So anyway, that's up to you. I like the recumbent bike. It's easier on the knees than running, and my wife's got a torn ACL. Then the boxing bag, I do a little bit of research on everything that I'm interested in. I'm not a professional bodybuilder or nutritionist, anything like that, but I know a lot. I'm actually a nurse, so I know quite a bit about health and fitness. So anyway, that is actually a great way to keep fit. I'm actually going to add a video of my father on this. This man's 62 years old, and he can just go to town. Something I'm going to work up to. Again, I haven't done a whole lot of cardio over the last little while. And that is it, guys. What I have, tomorrow I am getting, and I'm trading for a bottle of scotch that I got for Christmas, and I'm not really into the scotch. I am going to put up a speed bag. So that's going to complete my gym. So again, weights, get as much as you can and for as cheap as you can. Always have a mirror because it's good for good form. You want to be able to do good reps, slower the better. And this is how I keep track of everything. And that's just a whiteboard. I'm having a hard time to focus in on it, which these are all the exercises I'm able to do in my own gym and all my own maxes, so I can keep track. And oh, you can see I don't do very much for cardio yet. No, I also hate abs, but it's one way I keep myself motivated and organized. So that's it. If you guys actually like this, you can let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. That's the first time I've actually ever said this. This is something I plan on giving a shot. I like sharing knowledge and experience, and I'm not an expert on anything, but I do enjoy learning and doing new things. I'm going to try posting that kind of stuff, especially now that I have a new house. I'm going to be tackling some new endeavors. But if you like anything, let me know and I can expand on more. Like, for example, how did I get almost all of this for... Actually, I think I made money. I think I didn't even spend anything. I had that $60 initial investment, but I ended up spending, I ended up making money because it's just the wheeling and dealing, how to do it and how to look for these things. If you like that kind of stuff, let me know. If you want to know more about health, let me know. Like I say, I'm a nurse and I have 10 years under my belt in various different fields. Cardiac, I'm in stroke now. I was in ER for quite a few years. So I have a lot of experience in those fields, and I'm always willing to share. So knowledge is the best thing that is to spread and to share. So with that, guys, thank you very much and good luck with your endeavors.